art style, but I think it's still I don't know. This type of art style for an extraction shooter may not work. It may like come across as too cartoony.
Marathon is a team-based extraction shooter set around the mysterious and cutthroat world of Tau Ceti 4.
Another thing about BRs, like, are they gonna run at that speed, or is it gonna look like they're running fast in the trailer, and then you play the game and they're just moving like hella slow? Because I hate that shit. I hate in any video game where it's like a shooter and you don't run fast, like there's no speed. It makes the movement feel super slow.
You are a runner, a cybernetic mercenary who's given up their human form for a biosynthetic shell with unique abilities and stats, capable of both tactical and fast-paced combat.
We're fucked. We're fucked. This is the same problem that the finals had when they gave a class invisibility, and that class is just OP because you can't fucking see them. This is the worst shit ever put in the game. I was just having this conversation. The two worst things to put in a video game are always going to be invisibility and fucking recon, like scanning, like wall hacks.
Here you'll fight in a crew of up to 3 players across a variety of zones and points of interest. You'll face rival runners in zones of up to 18 players, countless security forces.
Oh, so it's 3-man squads, 18 players. You can still kill NPCs, and it looks like you maybe still get revived. And you get 2 abilities. That's dope.
And otherworldly threats.
2 guns.
To scavenge the remains of a lost colony for glory and fortune. The environments of Tau Ceti 4 are filled with weapons, materials, and equipment you can scavenge throughout the map. Before deploying, you'll strategically build your loadout and select a runner to ensure you're equipped for the run ahead. Your objective is simple. Get in, gather as much loot as you can, and make it out alive. Die, and all your gear will be up for grabs. Survive, and your loot can be taken into future runs as you grow in power and fill.
That's the only thing about the extraction shooter games, bro. Is like when you die, you just start all the way over, and that shit fucking sucks, man. I'm just not big on extraction shooters. Here's my other complaint I always have about these new first-person shooters that come out. I just seen it. I want to go back to the part. Okay. Here's my complaint. It's the same thing with Valorant. You got 1 gun, you got 2 guns, you got 3. They give you 3 guns, and then they'll let you bind the scroll wheel to switch weapons, which is what I do in most games. I switch weapons with scroll wheel, and it doesn't. Instead of it making it, in my opinion, it should be. You should be able to scroll between primary and secondary, and then your knife shouldn't be. You shouldn't be able to scroll to your knife. But the way they design the games, they put it on an infinite loop. So you scroll between all 3 weapons: your primaries, your secondary, and your knife, and your melee. Which in a fight is fucking hard, bro. And this has always been a big thing with me because I don't use 1 and 2 to switch guns. I will every now and then, but if I'm running around, I'll use 1 and 2 to switch guns. If I'm fighting, I usually use scroll wheel, like force a habit, even in COD.
Death is inevitable, but it's never the end. Think quickly on your feet and outplay your opponents. And in your next run, you and your teammates will be the ones coming out on top. And even if you're down on your luck, factions can sponsor you with a fresh loadout, so you can get right back into the fight.
All right, I take it back. I actually do like the art style. I fuck with the art style. This is very fresh. It does remind me of the finals. They went with that finals art style, really popping. But I mean, their games have always been like very well lit, very well shaded, very well colored.
Bungie brings its best-in-class first-person multiplayer action to the forefront. Dynamic and tactile gunplay.
Yeah, that gunplay looks very tight, looks very simplified. I mean, they're responsible for what, like Halo, Destiny, other shit like that. So I'm sure there's like a studio that know what they're doing. But this gunplay right here looks very, very up to date, very on par. It's the mechanics don't. It doesn't seem like it feels loose. Let's see.
Front, dynamic and tactile gunplay. Runners with unique playstyles and customizable builds create highly dynamic and strategic team fights.
But my thing is, how big are the maps going to be? You're going to give us only 6 teams of 3 people and 18 people per map.
Whether you're on a zero-to-hero run or high-rolling with powerful gear, you'll need to use your best judgment when you decide which fights to pick and how. Because no matter how geared you are, players with skill and strategy will always have the edge. Marathon is designed to be played in crews.
Oh, there we go. We got us a scan character. This shit's gonna fucking rule the game. Here it is.
Marathon is designed to be played in crews, with contextual pings, shared objectives, and down but not out, to streamline playing with your friends. Death is not the end. And if you're the last one standing, you can overcome the odds to revive your teammates.
Oh, you can fully revive somebody after they die. So they're directly taking that from, that's coming from BR. That's a BR little improvement they're doing in the game right there. But they're still making it tactile shooter, but that's a BR. It's a BR thing.
And get out with your hard-earned loot. And if you believe your skills alone are enough to conquer any challenge, we give you the freedom to opt out of crew fill to take all the glory for yourself as a solo runner. No 2 runs in Marathon ever play out the same. With dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players, you'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while...
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the PvPVE when you're fighting actual real players and then you have fucking NPCs and shit like running up to you while you're fighting. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that. I think in this game it looks well done, but I don't know. Just and then I'm worried about. There's a few more things I'm worried about too. Like there's something back here I seen. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Survive.
Fighting people in the rain.
Each run with dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players.
If that rain is like heavy rain, is it gonna like take up your whole screen, or is it gonna stay like it just was? Like if it's like it just was, it'd be all right. But
the same with dynamic events, variable weather, and unpredictable players. You'll have to adapt on the fly if you want to survive. Each run has a time limit, and anything can happen while you're chasing your objective. Looking to unlock upgrades or increase your faction reputation? Slip into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for...
I don't like that shit. I don't like that invisibility shit in video games. I hate that. I think that's so fucking... That's so cringe.
Into the shadows as Void and ghost past your enemies. Search the map for rare materials and profit opportunities without being discovered. Want to push enemy teams and steal their loot? Bring in Glitch with agility implants and your strongest weapons to disrupt rival crews. Running support for your friends, grab extra equipment, shield charges, and a specialized backpack to be the lifeline they need.
So they took the abilities directly from Apex. Bro, let me copy your homework, bro. These abilities. This is a new game called Marathon. They just did the reveal today. These abilities are direct. Or they did the reveal yesterday. These abilities are directly from Apex. Like this is literally the bro. Let me copy your homework. I'm gonna change a few answers. Type shit.
You're always free to experiment with team compositions, and the only limit to how you want to play your runner is your loot and imagination. Endgame challenges, ranked play, discovering secrets, seasonal storytelling, community events, and more all await you in Season 1, where you and your...
So that's good because they coming right out the gate with a bunch of community shit, ranked play. You'll be able to fucking be like, stay in the loop. They're gonna have stuff to do, but I don't know. Like I said, it's an extraction shooter, so it's not really for me. I don't do well with extraction shooters. I get bored. I don't like the sitting around waiting. Like you have to play that shit for hours, bro. So I don't know. I do like the art style. I think this is a good idea. I don't know. The game does not look fun to play though.
Friends will start to unravel the mysteries of Tau Ceti 4. Remember, you're only ever one run away from your next big score.
I'm gonna keep it G. Here's my honest thoughts. A game like this, you need a team deathmatch mode. You need a battle royale mode. And you can do so much with this game, but if they make this, first of all, how much is this game gonna cost? That's the most important thing. Marathon is going to launch as a premium product, meaning players will be asked to pay full price. So we're looking at anywhere, this guy says 40. We're looking at anywhere between $40 and $70. I'm going to be honest. It's not worth that. This is a $20 game. Like, let's be real. Like, if we look at this art style, let's look at this art style again. I think it's dope personally, but this art style, 3 guys sitting in a basement can come up with this whole art style, this whole concept for this game.
Tau Ceti 4.
Yeah. 3 guys in a basement can come up with that.
Remember,
this is not triple A studio design. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we have to like wait and see the play, how it plays, because it can look like it don't play good and then it may play good and then I don't know. So I don't know, but I think it is I don't know, it looks interesting to me. It just looked like Apex. This is like the next chapter of Apex. Just somebody just did something different, like and made an extraction shooter instead of VR. Either way, I'm gonna have a video up on my YouTube, probably tonight before I go to bed or tomorrow morning. So don't forget to check me out on my YouTube and subscribe once that goes up. Let's see what else YouTube got.